Hello guys, so today we're gonna be discussing a little bit more about the it clauses. Remember that last time we talked that it clauses are used to express ideas or feelings about certain situations. Today we're gonna be discussing in depth about these situations and how we can use it clauses in it. So to start, let me ask you some questions. How do you feel when this happens? How do you feel when there are people talking in the cinema? Or how do you feel when you're in front tangle? Or what about these two situations? How do you feel when you step in gum or when there are children throwing tantrums on the street? Well, in my case, I feel annoyed, irritated. So, if I want to express this, I'm gonna use it clauses. Let's look a little bit about the first example. It annoys me, and then I'm gonna use the conjunction when people talk during a movie. Or I can say, I hate it when people talk during a movie. The difference here is that it changes places. In the first example, it is the subject of the sentence. In the second example, it is the object. And you see it changes, but the idea is the same. The situation is when people talk during a movie. That's what matters, and that's how we connect the it with the situation. And the same thing in the same kind of example. What do I hate? When people talk during a movie. So that's the situation. That is how we're gonna use it clauses. Let me give you a little bit more of examples. Let's see. When my earphones tangle, I can say it bothers me. It, in this case, is the subject of the sentence. Then I use when, and then the clause, in this case, my earphones tangle. I can also say, it drives me crazy when my earphones tangle. Or it makes me mad when my earphones tangle. So the structure is all the time the same thing. It, and then the verb, the object, when, and then the situation that we're talking about. But it doesn't have to be something negative all the time. It can be also something good. For example, finding money on the street. How do you feel about that? In this case, I think it is great when I find money on the street. Same structure. It is the subject. Finding money on the street is the situation. I can also say, it makes me happy when I find money on the streets. Or, it is good when I find money on the streets. All of these examples have it as the subject, and it is referring to the situations at the end presented in the clause. Finding money, people talking on the cinema, stepping in gum. And we can say it this way, but we can also change it. And we can do it as in the second example. We can use a subject, a different subject, for example, I or she or he, and then it can be the object of the sentence. For example, I can't stand it. And what is it? This situation when children throw tantrums on the street. I can also say, I hate it when children throw tantrums, or I don't like it when children throw tantrums. In this case, same thing. The subject is different and the object of the sentence is it. But we're also referring to one situation. And that's how we can use the it clauses. We can also talk about something good. For example, eating chocolate. I love it when I can eat a lot of chocolate. Or I like it when I can eat a lot of chocolate. I enjoy it when I can eat a lot of chocolate. I hope this video was useful. Thank you so very much, guys. Questions? Let us know.